LifeWave! How do you feel, guys? How was the lunch? It was good? Perfect. So, I don't know if everyone knows me, so I will introduce myself. My name is Alexandre Noël, and I am the EMEA Business Development Director. As you could hear with my accent, I'm coming from France. So, sorry for you guys, because I have a strong French accent. It's important for us today, this afternoon and tomorrow, to offer you trainings regarding your activity. So just to giving you an overview, this afternoon we will focus on, let's say, the most important step to develop, again, your network, your activity, and your perspective with LifeWave. And tomorrow we will have a really important part. That means that the morning we will have a focus on the comp plan. So be ready, guys, because it will be about numbers. We will go into details, and following that, we hope that you will enjoy our business model and this new approach that we have. So, as I was mentioning, today we are doing this afternoon some business training, business development training, and as always, it's important, let's say, to talk about our industry. Do you know the difference between direct selling and networking? Because I guess we have a lot of new people, so it's a must for me to go on this topic. What is the difference between direct selling and networking? Network marketing. Do you have an idea, guys? Say? No, it's not. Do you have an idea?
Solution-based?
Sorry, madam?
Solution-based?
No, I'm not looking for that.
Network marketing, you share it.
Okay.
Network marketing is building a team that shares the same vision as you, whereas direct marketing you have to speak to each individual person.
Okay. I will add a little of my magic on this topic. Okay, so direct selling and network marketing are part of the same industry, direct selling, okay? But there is major difference between both. In direct sales, you are alone. You represent the company, but if you sell, you have commission. There is no network. It's, again, to be a good seller, and everything is focused on yourself. You sell, you have commission. Like we could see, for example, in Tupperware, or let's say in Thermomix, okay? But again, it's not easy for everyone to be a good seller. Not everyone is comfortable in this topic, okay? Why it is different with networking, network marketing? First of all, I do not need to be a good seller. First point. My goal is to share a product or a concept. And following that, if I would like to enjoy the business model, I will have to create and develop a network of customers and a network of builders. The company will not focus only on my situation, but the global situation that I have made with my network. And by this, I will have the possibility to unlock different type of bonuses. We talk about passive income. So the situation is much more powerful because, again, it's not only about you, it's about a global turnover, okay? So these, ladies and gentlemen, are the main difference. I could guarantee that network marketing offers much more perspective. So please, guys, take a seat. We will continue. Do you have an idea about what is the global turnover for Europe in terms of direct selling industry? Do you have an idea? 34 billion in 2023, 2024. 34 billion. Three main markets that we have in Europe. Germany, sorry. We are talking about a market which is making 19 billion, and you have approximately 900,000 of partners who are doing this type of activity. Number two, France, 4.6 billion, and you have 680,000 people who are doing this type of activity. Most of them will do it, let's say, in a complementary way, you know. They have their main job, but they are doing this as an extra income, okay, or an extra activity. Number three, Italy, 2.6 billion, and it's quite the same amount of, let's say this one, of people who are doing this type of activity. So, how many people live in UK? 70 million? Yeah. The industry of direct selling in UK, we are doing 1.1 billion of US dollars in UK, and you have 331,000 who are doing this type of activity. There is a lot of potential here. And I could guarantee, by the way, that in UK we have actually 4,000-5,000 active brand partners, let's say. So as you could see, there is so many things that we could do. The good thing about UK, and this morning you heard Claudia about the perspective, what we are looking for this market. Ladies and gentlemen, UK is a strategic market for us. We definitely believe that there is so many things that we could do. And by the way, between you and I, we will certainly have a UK sales manager in the following month. So this is a good news for you. That means that the company is investing, and we would like to offer more and more event support for this market. So be ready, guys, because right now UK is the number 5, and I hope we could finish the year maybe with top 3. It's feasible, you know. So again, there is good step coming on. And this is a living proof that network marketing industry has definitely a good place for this market. 1.1 billion. It's huge, ladies and gentlemen. And again, 300,000 people who are doing this type of activity. We could do much more. And this is again a great perspective for us because we have an amazing product. You have seen it, you use it. But with this new comp plan, it's a game changer. So we could play and we could share much more our business opportunity. So as I was saying, yes, there is a big difference between direct selling and network marketing industry. Here you have an overview, and those are official data from the Celdia. You could see that in 2020, the direct selling industry in Europe was making 27 billion. 2021, we have a growth of 2.3%, so to 28 billion. And right now in 2023, almost 34 billion. So again, this industry is growing for an easy reason. It's stable, solid, we offer perspective, opportunities, and most important, we are able to solve so many situations. That's the point, guys. If we look about the people in this industry and look about the room, we have so many different types. As I was mentioning, we are able to touch any type of profile, any type of need. Last month I was working in Poland, South Africa, and Romania. I could guarantee that we have every type of profile, every type of age. And here you have official statistic, again from the Celdia. Most of the people who are doing this type of activity are between 35 to 55, but I could guarantee that with my experience, we could play with everyone. There is different type of profile. People who are looking for extra income, career, or to have a great product, or to be part of a community. Regarding my point of view, there is only 2 types. People who have interest and people who are engaged. We need to work with the right people. Stop the babysitting. 100%. You are losing time with the wrong people, guys. You need to work with business partners. Because again, in our industry, it's important to understand how the mechanisms are. Duplication. This is really important. Finding the right people to work with. Then you could delegate. Then you could grow your business. Keep in mind, in our industry, this is how it works. Their success will be your success. That's why you need as well the right people to work with. And it's not an advantage for you to do everything for your people either, because we want them to be autonomous. And not everyone will sign up. And this is true. This is a reality, guys. There is a rule in our industry. 4 to 1.33. 4 people that I contact. 2 people who are joining me for a business presentation, let's say. 1 who is signing up, 0.33 who is engaged. Not everyone will be in the bus. Because they will find excuses, you know. I do not have time. My dog is sick. I mean, we could have heard so many excuses, you know. So that's why it's important to find the right people to work with. Okay? So this is why this afternoon we will focus on this type, let's say, of topics. and then tomorrow it will be a heavy day, so I will recommend to have a great sleep tonight and to come with a fresh mind tomorrow morning. Most important, and this is a good point for you guys, this is a breakdown of sales by product groups. So that's true in networking industry, or let's say in direct selling industry, you have different type of product, different type of segment. And here you could have an overview. 6%, and unfortunately the sales guide did not make an update yet, but 6% of the companies are doing foodstuff and beverage, 13% home improvement, 19% household goods and durables, and the good thing for us is 50% of the people are doing this type of activity with both segments, cosmetic and personal care, and wellness. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, mesdemoiselles et messieurs, this is our segment. We are at the right place, as Chris mentioned this morning, we're at the right place, with the right product, with the right company, at the right time. LifeWave is living a momentum, let's share the light. And this is, again, the proof, living proof with both statistics that we have the right position within the industry. So yes, just for your information, we signed up 15 new brand partners this morning. Yeah. So that's good, welcome guys. Not bad. When we are doing, let's say, specific roadshow in Romania, we are signing up 400 people a week. We still have a little of work to do, guys. Just for teasing. But next roadshow we could play a little of magic again. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a really interesting graph. And Chris already talked about this a little this morning, but you have major advantage to develop this type of activity. In the traditional work, you have fixed working hours, fixed salary, not so many recognition, no perspective for personal development. It's quite limited, you know, guys, to be in the traditional work. In networking industry, you have freedom of action, freedom of schedules. So last weekend I was doing a seminars in Paris. Lovely city, 150 packs, things are going well in France. But I asked a question to those people. No one was able to answer to me, which is a shame. And I will ask the same question. And please, for the top leaders, do not answer this one. How many hours do we have in a week? We have 24 hours a day. I guess it's the same in England, correct? In UK? How many hours do we have in a week? 24/7. Nice. Perfect. I was looking to have some, but okay. You will go with me for the roadshow. By this I could secure this question. Okay guys, we have 168 hours a week. Let me show you the real statistics that we have in France. So, and it's quite similar with, in any case, in a global way. So in France, people work 35 hours a week. I guess UK it's 40, correct? 37. Okay. Bon. Let's say, okay. So 35 to 37 hours, let's say, are for the work, the job. Do you sleep a lot in UK? With a silent night, à la vida? 8 hours. Okay, so if I have 8 hours of sleep for a night, how many hours it is for a week?
56.
Come on, guys, you are good, huh? 56 hours sleep, okay? So in France, we used to say 40 hours are dedicated to sports, family, you know, good time. So 40 hours for that. Family, sport, etc. So, on my base of 168 hours, if I have 35 hours of work, 56 hours of sleep, and 40 hours of family, sports, etc., how many hours do I have left? 37. Merci, madame. Free time. So, when you have someone who is saying to you, I do not have time, first of all, I do not believe it. It's a matter of organization, you know. Do you think we need 37 hours a week to develop this business?
No.
How many hours do we need in average, you think? 5 to 10? I will push a little more. If you are serious and engaged, I will say 15 minimum, 15 to 20. And at the beginning of your journey with LifeWave, there is step to respect, you know. Who is there, just to have an overview, but who is a new brand partner? I mean, who have, let's say, between 3 to 6 months. Okay. Did you make already your name list? Did you already build a little your network? Yeah, it's for you, madam. Yeah, okay. Did you already contact people, meet people, share the opportunity? Good. You are the sponsor, good. But good point. Guys, this industry has so much perspective, but I will be really transparent with you. This is a real work and a real engagement. Money will not drop from the sky like that. It's an active and engagement that you need to do, and most important, to be with a lot of discipline and a good frequency of actions. I could understand that not everyone is comfortable with our technology and with our business model. But you need to learn and you need to develop yourself, you know, on this topic. I will share with you a story. So I'm 34 right now. And when I was 22, I used to live in Australia. And when I was 22 and I arrived in Australia, my level of English was really bad, if I could say this one. Hi, my name is Alex, coming from France, Paris, city of love. That's it, you know, quite limited. My first job was to represent an American company in Brisbane, and you know, in Australia there is big malls, you know, and it's thousands and thousands of people who are passing by. And so my job was to have a belt, pencil, and to attract women on a chair to sell makeup and skincare. So my question is, do you think a French guy of 22 years old is comfortable with this topic? The answer is not, guys. I made terrible makeup, foundation, blush, eyeliner, it was crazy stuff. You could imagine. So I knew nothing about this industry. But you know, if you have a good product and you are able, again, if you practice, you will develop your skills. My first week, I have made $763 of Australian commission. Not bad, not bad. And then I could guarantee that 1 month, 2 months later, you could talk with me about foundation, blush, eyeliner, boom. It's about practice. Why I'm sharing this with you, it is not because you do not know a product, a technology, or a concept that you could not be successful. You need to practice and you need to be engaged with a good frequency. Your vision will determine your behavior. Okay. So if you are engaged and really looking to change your life, you need to change your habits. And then again, the process will follow. You know what I mean? So, in our industry, if you are doing that, you will have a lot of, let's say, opportunities, and you will be able, let's say, to have an income that matches your effort. Are you aware that with the compound we are able to pay 65% more of our brand partners? It is a game changer. And again, we are going from 4 bonus to 9 bonus. You have a gold miner in your hands, guys. It's time to share it and to connect with everyone about this product and this opportunity. So, the first step are quite easy, and I guess few of you already seen both slides, but when you begin your journey with LifeWave, you need to discover the product, to consume it. I used to say you need to be the product of the product. Sorry for the French accent on this one. Then you need to connect with so many people, not in a sales way, but you need to connect with people to listen and to discover profile. People at the beginning, they do not want to listen what we have. They would like to speak. That's why you need to ask the right question. We have a rule in France for that, and it's linked with this part. CQQ, c'est occupé. You know it already, correct? CQQ, c'est occupé. Both ladies and gentlemen are open question. When you meet someone during this process, your goal is not to share everything. First of all, is to listen, ask the right question, and identify a profile, a need. And then you could offer a specific solution to those guys. So, CQQ, c'est occupé. Do you know what that means? Est-ce que vous savez ce que ça veut dire? Est-ce que vous avez une idée de ce que ça veut dire? Do you have an idea? Those are the most important questions for your journey in LifeWave. So, comment, qui, quoi, combien, où, quand, pourquoi. So, the mean. How, qui, où, quoi, what, combien, how many, où, where, quand, when, and pourquoi, why. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your best friend when you are discovering people. You need to ask open questions. Again, your goal is not to have a yes or a no, it's to identify your profile, identify a need, identify an issue. Every business or product demonstration is unique. I have seen so many people, and it was the case in France last weekend, doing the same thing to everyone. But it's not working like that. People first follow people and then a company. You need to be specific, guys. A business presentation or a product presentation is unique. Again, if people feel, first of all, that you have listened and that you are offering a proper solution, you will have much more yes than no. People get confused if you talk about everything. This is not the goal at the beginning. The goal is to be specific. I guess few of you are doing all the time the same presentation, correct? We are between us. You do not need to lie. You could say yes. I know how it works, you know. We have been in so many countries and we know how it works. Be specific. Be specific. This will be definitely the key when you are in this process. Furthermore, at the beginning. And you know, we recommend all the time to follow, let's say, specific strategy again. I will recommend all the time when you are, let's say, at this level, to begin with your family and with your friends. Because you will receive a lot of objections, you will receive a lot of no, but they will still be your family and your friends, you know, so they could following that the process. But this is the most important part for you. You need to practice, you need to develop your confidence, your skills, your knowledge. And then, naturally, you will have the possibility to have your first customers, your first brand partner. And as we mentioned before, we talk about duplication. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the DNA of our industry. We talk about duplication. And this is why you need as well, when you have brand partners, to train them, to onboard them. There is a big difference between being a recruiter and being a sponsor. Do you know what are the difference? A recruiter, an individual who is effective at signing people up and then moving to sign over up. What recruiters don't realize is that superstar marketers have to be developed. If you signed up people like that, first of all, most of them, they do not know the industry, they do not know the technology. How do you want, or how could we expect them to be successful? It's impossible, guys. You need to be a trainer, you need to be a sponsor. Keep in mind, their success will be your success. Their success will be your success. So, I do not know if you realize, but I have asked the hotel to put AC more than this morning. Because it will, yes, that's a good move, because I know that after lunch you could be sleepy. But I will certainly ask hotel to put more cold, because you are still too sleepy. I will ask them. No, that's good? Okay. Sponsor, this is a really important point. A sponsor, he builds a relationship with his downline and is with them for the long haul. A good sponsor is not on a quest to find superstar marketer. He's on a mission to develop superstar sponsors. He wants to train you to be a good sponsor. Again, the approach is totally different. More your people will be autonomous, skilled, more you will be able to create, and most important, to duplicate. So you need to be a sponsor, not a recruiter. And there is two keys in our industry. The first one, as you understood, is to be a sponsor, not a recruiter. What could be the second one? to keep being a sponsor, and you need to duplicate this in your whole network. So you know, there is so many companies in our industry, but we all have quite the same success formula. Most of the time when you begin a network marketing activity, you need to have a name list. Who have a name list? How many names do you have? 30? 30?
200. She's got 200.
200, okay, not bad. Yes? 100?
300.
Okay. In my last company, we gave, as an onboarding process, 24 hours for a new brand partner to write 100 names. Names at the beginning of your journey is a must. I will explain to you why. No names, no appointment, no business presentation, no product presentation, no business partner, no turnover, no bonus. Names are the most important at the beginning. The things that, first of all, you choose people, which is a big mistake. You need to open your mind about this. You never know who will be the next leader, or who will be the most engaged people in your industry, or your network. We used to train people how to connect with their ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend, you know? So my question is, are you still in good shape with them? Yeah? Again, there is no secret. You need to open yourself and you need to connect with yourself, with new people. We are talking about warm and cold contact. Okay? Do you know what is the difference between both?
Yeah.
Warm, family, friends, cold contact, it's on a daily basis. Okay? So on the warm contact, you have so many possibilities. First of all, you have your contact in your cell phone. Last month when we were working in South Africa in Joburg, we had Chris, I think you have shared data, 937 contacts in average, correct?
472.
472?
Yeah.
Perfect. So in a global way, someone in his phone will have in average globally, so 472 contacts. It's already a good base, you know, but you need to use a name list. It's a really professional tool. I'm putting name, last name, where they live, what they do, what is the degree of, is it the parents, or etc., etc. I need a professional tool. And you could add as well, when did I make the contact with them, etc. It's the most important at the beginning. Then you have the friends on your social media. Since COVID, it's a must as well to have a digital approach. We will have certainly a few comments on this topic tomorrow. But you know, what I have experienced in my last company during COVID, easy one. 22nd of April is a really important day in France. Do you know what is it?
Bastille.
It's a national day, guys. Huh?
Bastille Day?
Sorry?
Bastille Day?
Sorry, man?
Bastille Day?
No, it's not Bastille. It's not Bastille Day. No.
Alexander Day.
Bingo, it's my day. The good thing about this, I will share with you a tips. So I guess in the UK you have, as in France, every day it's a celebration names day, correct?
Yeah.
It's the same here. So I'm taking my calendar. Every day I have the possibility to change and to connect with people via social media. Let's take the example of Alex. Hey Alex, hope you are going well. So much time that we did not talk. Just wanted to share with you my best wishes for your day. Let's connect soon. Are you available maybe Tuesday, Wednesday for a coffee or something like that? Boom. My appointment is done. I do not need to talk about LifeWave, stem cell, X39. My goal is to connect with people.
Yeah.
So social media are really useful for this, at least for connect with people. Then you could attract and work as well really on social media or in a digital way. Again, we will speak about this later on. But think about this one. How many people do you have on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? I mean, there is no limit about this. And we have more and more people using TikTok, for example, to develop their business too right now in LifeWave. I remember when I was working in Romania, they are doing so many new brand partners with this. Just with a clip of 30 seconds, you know, but you could attract people. And then you could make a Zoom, meet them in a face-to-face, but it's a nice tool for you guys. So then you have recommendation, friends of friends, why not? And something that I prefer in our industry is a direct contact. Are you comfortable to meet people outside of your cycle? No, in France, it has changed. People do not say anymore bonjour. They are really closed behind the phone. When you enter into the, let's say, on a lift, they do not, again, they do not speak with you. They look at your shoes, but you know they are not so welcoming. Actually, it's like that. This is your responsibility again to change and to connect with people. I love croissant, personally. Do you like croissant too? Chocolatine is nice, Paris-Brest, amazing. Should try this one too. But anyway, do you think I'm going all the time to the same bakery?
No.
I'm changing my habits, guys, and you need to do the same. Again, we are able totally to make 1, 2, 3 contacts a day, but it's your responsibility again to connect with them and to ask the open question. You could connect with people. I used to have a leader in the past, she was not so comfortable, let's say, in direct contact. So I took my car for 5 hours and I invited her to a lunch. On our side, it was 3 ladies of 70, 75 years old. I asked my leader, talk. She was like that. This is what I did. Excuse me, ladies. Hi, nice to meet you. We are new with my colleagues here in the region. Do you have some recommendations that we should visit in the city? Let's say the must to see. They spoke 2 hours. It's your responsibility again to connect and to, let's say, to make the opportunity again to connect with those people, okay? People will not go naturally on you. You need to make the bridge. And I will recommend all the time to do not talk straight away about X39, David Schmidt, etc., etc. It do not work like that. Every topic needs to be delivered at the right time, okay? So then, if you are able, let's say, to connect with people like that, you will be able, again, to develop new people, new network. Personally, I prefer to work with cold contact. Because when you are working with friends or family, sometimes it could be complicated, let's say. It could be. So that's why direct contact could be more natural. And as I was mentioning, you do not have to choose. You need to write everyone and take the opportunity to connect with everyone either. It's not about status, it's not about age, it's not about skills, it's about engagement. Those people are sexy, correct? Do you like the profiles that we have? If you have people like this in your surrounding, yes, usually people are saying like you, madam, no, I don't care about them. Why, by the way? Why are you do not want to have people like that in your name list? Tell me, madam. Sorry, madam. So I will show you something. We have Dell, Bill Gates, Balmer, Steve Jobs, and Edison. We never judge a book by its cover. You are doing a big mistake if you are choosing people for this type of reason. Everyone could succeed. I will tell you, Romania was our #1 country. So last year, when I began to work with LifeWave, Romania was maybe number 7 or number 8. It was not, let's say, the country that we say, whoa, this country will be definitely the major player. I say to the team, we have nice people to work with, let's do it. And today, Romania is #1, they have the same product, the same concept. You need to open your mind on this topic. You need to open your mind. It's about engagement, it's about discipline, it's about frequency. And I will suggest again to not lose time with the wrong people. We have so many leaders, and so many brand partners. Do you think I'm taking the call of everyone? I'm choosing with whom I'm working. And you should do the same. Because time is money and you need as well to be efficient, you know what I mean? So, open your heart to everyone, but then you will have to select with whom you are working. And sometimes, it happens. You have people who signed up and they are not engaged at all. But life is not linear, you know, there is ups and downs. Apparently it was your case, madam, correct? So maybe my rule will fit with you. So in France I have a rule. 3 months, 6 months, 2 years, your life could change. So it's the 4D rules. So the first D, you could get divorced. It happens. First of all. So your life is not anymore the same, the situation have changed, and maybe the opportunity, let's say, is a new answer. Then you could have debt. Again, it happens all the time, and we discussed this morning about this situation. I mean, for example, in France right now, the situation is really sensitive economically. We have so many people losing their jobs, so many people losing their company. It happens. It happens. Then you have démission. So in English, we will say démission, you are moving from a city or from a place to another one. Okay? It could be one of the reasons that you are looking finally to enjoy our business model. And then the last one, no, démission is about, to quit your job. And then you have déménagement. Déménagement, which is that you are moving from a city to another one. So you have divorce, debt, démission, you are quitting your job. And then déménagement, you are moving from a city, from a place to another one. Personally, I had 2D. And everywhere that I'm going, I could guarantee that these rules, both rules, are the reality. You have someone who could say no right now, but 6 months, 2 years later on, boom. Yeah, it happens, you know. Do not expect people to sign up right now. It takes time sometimes, you know, and you need to respect the journey of everyone. We are not here for put pressure. We have, again, an amazing product and an amazing concept, but we need to respect the time of everyone. So do not put pressure on those people. Usually they join later on. When you have someone who is saying no, for me it means next opportunity. Why? My second job in Australia, I used to be a sales manager, so I had a team of 18 packs, and we were doing some door-to-door sales. It's not easy, you know, door-to-door sales. I do not know how it is in UK, but it's quite a challenge, let's say this one. I remember myself arriving around 8:30 p.m. Before I had to be a sales manager, I had to learn. And the guy used to take me up with a van. He explained to me in 5 minutes what I need to do. And he told me, okay, go for some doors. So 9 p.m. In France, we hate that. So I knock. Hey, my name is Alex. Good evening, sir. Tatati tatata. No, 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 no. How many doors do you think I had to knock to have my first yes?
125.
200? Ah, 20, because 200. Come on. 20, 10,
44.
44. 44, 44. But again, consistency, and this is as well part of your game. Consistency, guys. And sometimes you could have in a day 5, 6 signed up, and then for a few days you have nothing. You know, it happens like that as well. So that's why it's important for you to have a system, to have a plan, to have consistency. There is, again, a real engagement that you need to have, and you need as well to understand that we are doing a people business. So there is all the time, you know, some direction and some, comment je pourrais dire ça en anglais? There is things that you could not control, let's say. It's people, you know. So keep this one in mind. No means next opportunity. Maybe the person will have a deal, and 2 or 3 years later it could match. Okay? It happens all the time, guys. So following that, we do not judge people. We are really open mind. We have an active list. We are able to make a contact maybe a day. Did you speak with the people who are working here in the hotel already? Yeah, good. You have a meeting with them? Not yet. Okay. Bon. But you have at least a contact. You know, French people, we love good food and good wines. But not only French people, because when I'm working with George, for example, in Spain, There is something that we are doing all the time. So after a leaders day or event, we are going, usually I invite top leaders for a dinner. Do you think that we are going there just for a dinner? The answer is not. I could guarantee that with George, we are making direct contact all the time. So I have a technique for this. So you have the starter, the main, the dessert, correct? Hey, thanks a lot. What a nice place. So I'm talking with, how we say in English, the server, the waiter, merci. So, okay, looks nice, it's our first time here. Do you have some recommendation? Yes, you should try this. Okay, what's your name? Oh, thanks, Alex. Lovely to meet you. Merci. So during the starter, I'm making my first connection. During the main, the guy or the lady is coming back. Thanks, tatati. So, since how long are you working here? You remember my open question, huh? Since how long are you working here? Oh, since 2 years. Amazing place, great perspective. Oh, that's nice to hear. Yeah, I mean, the quality of the starter was amazing. But did you work all your life, let's say, in this type of industry? Have you worked before in another restaurant? Yeah, I did that. Or maybe I'm a student. Or maybe, no, I have to change. There is so many possibilities. Okay. So, and you are coming from Madrid, if I'm getting back our example. No, I used to live in another place. Okay. You get it. I'm doing open question. Okay. But my point is that I will focus as well on a business approach. Okay, so what did you do? How is getting? Are you happy with this type of job? Or are you looking for other opportunities? Then comes the dessert. For sure, I told you 3 steps. So look, you know, I understand, let's say, your situation, and it was lovely to meet you. I was with my colleagues, and we discussed about your profile. We like your profile. We are actually developing a new project in the area, and we are looking for new people. Are you available tomorrow or in 2 days to meet up? Boom. 9 times on 10, Georges will confirm, we have the contact. And I did not talk about X39, LifeWave, nothing. I'm just making a connection and sharing to those guys or ladies, look, I'm respecting my things, but I have a project, I'm looking for new people, I love your profile. Are you available to discuss? Yes, no? Anyway, let's talk to another one. I'm adapting all the time my position. And you know, network marketing is as well a numbers game, but you need to be proactive on this topic. Okay? So, when I'm talking about numbers games to finish about this, there is another rule. In French, we say, c'est oui, c'est non, peu importe au suivant. C'est oui, c'est non, peu importe au suivant. That means, if yes, if not, anyway, let's talk to another one. Exactly.
So what?
Exactly. You need to open your mind about this. Do not be afraid about the no. It's about numbers. And that's why you will need as well to have a good frequency of contact with your warm and with your direct one. And that's why I'm saying all the time you have an active list and you need to be an actor of your network every day. You know that in UK we are making only 100, 150 new enrollment a month, something like that. In UK, huh? I was doing between 3,500 and 4,000 new brand partners a month in my last company, only for the French market. We are a networking company. We need to develop. We need to have new people. If you would like to grow, you need to be a sponsor and you need to have sponsors. This is a key, ladies and gentlemen. So 1 new contact per day is possible. And as I'm mentioning here, the reason most network marketers never make it to the top is because they don't know how to meet people outside their known cycle. And I'm quite a gentle guy. That's why I put some idea of context. Restaurant, after work, association, supermarket, Uber, taxi. In France, we have BlaBlaCar. Do you know BlaBlaCar, guys?
Yeah.
Amazing opportunity to meet people too. You have BlaBlaCar here? Yeah? Share it. You do not know? Okay, I will explain. So let's take this example. I'm living in Paris. and I need to go to Bordeaux or to Marseille or Saint-Tropez, anywhere. I'm putting on the website BlaBlaCar that I'm doing this trip with my car. And the goal is with this website that people could purchase, for example, for 30 euros to be part of the trip, and so you have 3-4 people with you in your trip. Amazing way to meet new people and to, let's say, to generate contact. Yeah, this is powerful, you know. But you could do it as well with Uber, you could do it, finally, in every type of context. Okay? A really important thing, because I have to follow my schedule, is this one. Smile, guys. You need again to share the light, you need to share the good mood. We have an amazing product, an amazing concept. Share it, you know, position yourself as a magnet, you know. So this is really important. So guys, there is no secret in our industry. You know what I used to talk right now about? I was doing exactly the same in my last company. We are doing this every time, the same type of trainings. There is no secret. You need at the beginning a name list. First of all, you need to train yourself, to develop your skills, to develop your knowledge. Yes, you will make mistakes. It's normal. It's part of the game. Doesn't matter. And then it's about action, persistency, consistency. Okay? So there is another topic which is really important. And for this, I will have the chance to welcome on stage, and you know her very well, but our one-star executive, Jill Osman. And so